What is up, guys, and welcome to tutorial 19. In this tutorial we're going to be learning about the string class, and before you guys get your hopes up, we're not actually going to be flying a kite. Basically what a class is, which is what you really have to know before we even talk about the string class. A class is a set of procedures that contain properties and methods called members. Now basically what I just said probably makes no sense to you, but just basically if you don't have any idea what I just said before that, just think of a class as just a file for right now. Now basically, you can create variables from a class, and basically this is called an item, if you want to call it. And when an item is created from a class, it is also called an object. So this is basically an object of the string class. Just remember that. And what we're going to do is we're going to type string name, and we're going to start working with the properties of, or the functions built into the string class. Now remember, string name is our object because it's an item created from the string class. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is where's it at? There it is, toUpper. And toUpper is basically, what this basically means is take string name and send all the contents of string name to uppercase. Now what this means, I'll display this for you guys. First we're going to have to initiate our variable, and we're going to call it Adrian, and we're going to display this. And now that we have created, now that we have created a variable and we have called it Adrian, we are going to send this to uppercase, basically. And I'm going to show you what this actually does. Basically, we just sent the contents of the string to uppercase. And you can also do this for lowercase, like that. And if I can get it there, you can send your code to lowercase. Another thing I want to talk about in this class, and get it to come up. Come on now. Having technical difficulties. Now where's our operator? There. What? Excuse moi. String name dot. There we go. Please don't move. And the next thing we're going to talk about would be trim. Now basically what trim means, if this Adrian string had a bunch of spaces after its name, all these things right here, the trim thing would just chop it up and chop all the spaces off of that. Now basically that is really good whenever you're doing usernames and stuff and someone actually types a space like this, and what if they're typing their password again and their username, and you had a method that said, what if your username is equal to what you typed in, then log you in. But what if you said that your username is equal to exactly equal to, which would mean it had to be spaces and all. So that would mean it would have to have all these spaces, and that would just be horrible if you had to type them all. So what this is to do is it'll trim them up. And the next thing we're going to talk about is, actually we're going to need a conditional statement for this. I'm actually going to cut this, Control X, and we're going to type is string name dot contains, and then basically I'm going to explain this. We're saying if this string Adrian, the contents Adrian, contains, and what do you want to say contains? We're just going to say Adrian. Now we're saying if string name contains Adrian, then do what's in between this, and we're going to just type and when we run this, you should get it contains Adrian. Now we could have did an else statement and said the string does not contain Adrian, but that would be a waste of time. That's not for this tutorial. And another thing I want to talk about would be, if I can, oh there it is, blind. And basically what ends with means is it's a little different from contains, because what ends with basically means is it says basically what it means. We're going to say if it ends with Adrian, and this should not return true. And it doesn't. Because basically what it's saying, if there's a space, then that's all this right here is the beginning. But if there's a space, then everything after it is the end. So now we're going to say and it's just say it contains Adrian, but we should change that to it ends with Elder. And basically remember that this little the space pretty much separates the beginning from the end. So everything this direction would be beginning. And then what if we typed in Jackie Legs? No, my name is not Adrian Elder Jackie Legs, for you smart people out there. Anyways, it's not going to return anything because the spaces are separating the beginning from the middle, from the 3 point, I don't know what you call Jackie. That'd probably be like 3/4. Anyways, and then if we type legs, it should display it contains Adrian. And you guys can work around with this little properties of the string class. You guys can work with these other ones. Another one, length. This pretty much displays. This is pretty much saying the length of string name, and I'm going to display this for you guys so you get what I mean. Picture or a video says 1,000 words. Now basically what this is saying is 23. Now if you count this, you should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Basically, I should have made this shorter, but anyways, it contains 23 characters. That's pretty much a string name.length. That's a very useful one. And that's pretty much all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to be talking about substrings, and you guys will understand what that means in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.